Last video we were discussing about the secondary growth in the dicot plant. In this video we will continue the part of the secondary growth. Now the second part of the secondary growth is the activity of cambium ring. Activity of cambium ring means how this cambium ring become active, or you can say show the meristematic activity. First of all, we can say that when the cambium ring become active, when the cambium ring active cambium ring begins to cut off cells on both sides. Both side means towards the peripheral part, or you can say towards the pith region. So the active cambium ring begins to cut off the cells on the both sides. First of all, towards pith. When it cuts towards pith as well as towards periphery. Towards periphery. Okay? This is the activity of the cambium ring when it starts forming this. Then the cells which cuts towards the pith means the cells which cut off towards the pith, they form the secondary xylem part, and which form towards the periphery, then it forms the secondary phloem part. And due to this activity, the primary xylem as well as the primary phloem get crushed fully. Due to this, primary xylem and primary phloem get crushed. Why this get crushed? Due to the maximum activity of the cambium ring. Now what will happen here? Then there is the secondary xylem formation become maximum. Formation xylem become maximum. So the amount of xylem formed towards the pith region is maximum, and the secondary phloem become very less. Hence we can say that the due to this primary xylem and primary phloem get crushed, secondary xylem formation become maximum, secondary phloem become very less in this activity. Next is the when this parenchyma activity, or you can say the meristematic tissue become active, then the parenchyma forms xylem and phloem rings, xylem and phloem or in both towards periphery as well as towards center, and between the xylem and phloem, or you can say between the two vascular bundle, there is present the medullary rays. And these medullary rays again form, and this again formed patch is known as secondary medullary rays. So we can conclude it that the activity of cambium ring when starts, then this active cambium begins to cut off the cell on towards the peripheral part as well as towards the center. When this begins to cut off the cells towards the pith, then there is formed the secondary xylem, and when it cuts towards the peripheral part, then it forms the secondary phloem. Due to this, primary phloem as well as the secondary phloem get crushed. Hence we can say that the number of, or you can say the amount of xylem formation become maximum. So the phloem become very lessly formed. Hence this parenchyma present between the two vascular bundle, that is known as the medullary part, that medullary rays again get formed due to the parenchymatous, or you can say the meristematic activities of the cell, which forms the secondary medullary rays. These are the diagrams to show the transverse section of the dicot stem. Now we can explain here how this activity takes place here. First of all, in this diagram, we are drawing here only the vascular bundle part. The vascular bundle part, that is, this portion is showing the phloem region and this part is showing the xylem portion. So we can say that when this cambium activity, means the dotted part, that is the cambium ring, when this cambium ring starts activated, then it crushed off the cells on both direction, towards the pith as well as towards the periphery. When it get crushed the cells towards the pith, then it produce this portion that is known as the secondary xylem part. This secondary xylem part formed when the cambium ring become very active. Now this portion, this part showing the traces of the primary part of the xylem, this is known as the primary xylem part, which get crushed off. And if we take outer to this, there is present the primary phloem which permanently get crushed off. So in this activity we can show that the medullary rays present towards it, then the secondary medullary rays will start forming. Now in this picture we can conclude that it shows the formation of cork cambium, which we will study in the next video. So this cork cambium, how it can be represented here? The outermost layer, that is known as cork, or you can say it the phloem. Then there is present the phelogen. Phelogen means you can say the secondary cortex, or you can say the ground tissue developed here after the secondary activity, or you can say the meristematic activity of the plant. Here again these are the medullary rays which are produced secondarily due to the meristematic activity of the cambium ring. Secondary xylem is formed here towards the pith region, secondary phloem towards the cortex part, that is the phelogen part, and cambium ring is present between the secondary phloem and the secondary xylem. So there are also present the traces, and these traces showing that these are the traces of the primary xylem. So in these two pictures we can conclude how the cambium activities takes place here, how the activity of ring forming the secondary xylem and secondary phloem. Now in the next video we will study about the next part, or you can say the part to be continued of the secondary group.